In today's video, we're going to talk about Kang. So, Jonathan Majors, who plays Kang, has got himself in trouble recently. Although no new information has come out, it's going around the rumor mill that Jonathan Majors has already been sacked and fired. So, he's currently in a court case. This is due in court in May. According to TMZ, who first reported it, he's actually been charged with assault in New York City. So it's not alleged, he's been charged. There is a court case, so there is an active court case going on. So Marvel or Disney could potentially have already fired him. But even if this is the case, they're not going to make this public knowledge for a very long time. So yo, what is freaking good YouTube? Wish you if you're new around, and make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel pop culture based content that we cover on a daily basis. If you could, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know down below. Do you think he is gone? Do you think he's not gone? And also, if you could, check us out on Instagram. I want you to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. And also, check us out on Twitter. I wish you G. Right, let's get into this video. So, there's a lot of people talking about Jonathan Majors being already fired, which it's jumping the gun because he's been charged with something, sure, but that doesn't actually mean he's done anything. It's like the old Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation. So he was charged, but his rep says he's done nothing wrong. And then his rep came out and said, yeah, we've got indisputable evidence that this will all get overturned. But he was actually charged, like officially charged, as in it's going to court. But that still does not mean he's done anything wrong. So TMZ dropped the story. I don't need to go over minor details because you've probably heard this story before. So Ant-Man 3 star Jonathan Majors may be out as Kang. Marvel Studios said to be discussing options. We still don't know how Marvel intends to proceed following some very troubling allegations against the Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania star Majors, but it sounds like he might be out. So I came across a video, I think it was last night or the night before. Midnight's Edge put up a video where it was kind of a stream where he basically said that he's heard from multiple sources that Majors is gone. Now, I do believe this could be true. They've invested so much time and money in building up Kang the Conqueror storyline. Post-credit scene for Ant-Man 3 set up the Council of Kangs. Kang's also a pinnacle part of Loki Season 2. He's the villain of Avengers 5, so he's got to be the main star. It's literally called Kang's Dynasty. He is part of Secret Wars as well. So Kang is a character. And realistically speaking, Jonathan Majors isn't Kang. Kang is Kang. So realistically, he could be replaced. They could recast him quite simply. As blunt as that, they could recast him because the character is the character. Doesn't really matter who plays it, how many Spider-Mans we've had, how many Batmans we have. I do really like Jonathan Majors as an actor. I think he's very good. He did a very good job in the scenes he had in Loki Season 1 right at the end by playing He Who Remains. And he did pretty well in Ant-Man 3. So this article says this. So it just goes over details about Jonathan Majors was recently taken into police custody after allegedly assaulting a woman believed to be his girlfriend in a New York City apartment. It's kind of like mixed stories because I've seen a bunch of articles about him actually doing it in a taxi, but this, and then it says in the apartment. The actor's lawyers claimed her client was completely innocent and probably the victim, promising to present evidence that would clear him of any criminal wrongdoing. Unfortunately, that being said, evidence only seemed to be incriminating him even more. I'm not going to show the text messages. We're just talking really about Kang being recasted here. But yeah, there were some text messages that made its way online. Majors has not yet... Okay, that's a lie. He has been charged because there's a court case in May. But Marvel Studios may still decide to sever ties rather than allowing him to stay on as Kang the Conqueror and risk a significant amount of backlash. There hasn't really been any backlash because Kang doesn't really have much of a presence in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, or he doesn't really have presence in the Marvels. So realistically, he's not going to appear for a minor time anyway, and he's already filmed a bunch of scenes. So the story here says that Jeff Snyder was kind of had the exclusive, but it came from Midnight's Edge. As far as I'm aware, but Jeff Snyder always has to say something. I mean, I don't even know if he's credible. He said some stuff recently that was wrong, but for some reason, people seem to believe him because he's got the verification tick, but now no one's got the verification tick because, oh, it might be a notable person, or they subscribe to Twitter Boo. So studio reps have reportedly met with Majors' representation. Okay, yeah, I believe that. But have yet to come to a decision. Insider Jeff Snyder has heard their discussion options. Okay, that would be the case anyway, but the best way to proceed. But it certainly sounds like another actor stepping in, Phase 5 villain is a distant possibility. Yeah, that's most likely going to happen. As we said, Phase 5 and Phase 6 is literally built around Kang and all these different variants. So they could easily replace him as an actor, and they don't even need to address it. Personally, I can't see Marvel coming out and officially confirming any of this information because Disney and Marvel have had so much bad PR recently with Star Wars stuff, with Victoria, the head of VFX, being fired, with Puterman being let go, the dude that literally sold Marvel to Disney. They've had so much bad PR. Disney's throwing people away, firing 7,000 people to save money. Well, that will save money, but they're not specifically making money to save money. And yeah, there's so much drama going on behind the scenes, not just at Marvel, Star Wars. There seems to be all these new Star Wars movies, getting rid of the old movies that were never made. It's just an absolute shit show at Marvel and Disney at the moment. So if this is true, I don't disbelieve the information coming from Midnight's Edge, although Jeff Snyder chimes in all the time. I don't know if Jeff Snyder is credible, but people seem to believe whatever he says because he's an insider. But how many insiders are there? And people have been called in for the recasting since the story broke. But realistically, we don't know anything. As I said, this article says he's not being charged yet. TMZ says he's being charged. And TMZ is more kind of like a celebrity scoop kind of website, I guess you could say. And they've got the most up-to-date information. He is due in court, so that means he's being charged. It's not like he hasn't been charged. He's definitely been charged. Prosecutor charged the actor with a misdemeanor, assault, aggravated harassment, and attempted assault and harassment. Majors is due back in court. This is the latest update on TMZ in May. So he's definitely been charged of something. Apparently it's also to do with him taking his phone off his girlfriend because allegedly she's seen a text on his phone from a different girl and she went a bit, yeah, she wasn't very happy with that, apparently, but this is all speculation. Allegedly, none of this information could be true. We don't know. But Marvel, Disney always jumped the gun. They should have learned from Warner Bros. Firing Johnny Depp from Fantastic Beasts because that cost them so much money. And then he ends up winning the main court case anyway about what really happened there. But they still paid him $10 million for literally working one day. But they won't publicly make it public information if they have actually fired him. So it's just another bad story for Marvel. But this is going around the Marvel community that Jonathan Majors has been fired. He's done. He's dusted. And Marvel and Disney have severed ties with him. I don't know if it's true. I mean, we shouldn't really speculate. But it's a pretty interesting story as Kang is pinnacle for Phase 5 and Phase 6 and beyond, as he's supposed to be coming back as the Beyonder. But we don't know. Let me know, guys. Do you think he has been fired? Do you think he has been recast? I guess it will all depend on his contract. If Marvel puts a stipulation to do with anything like this, most big Hollywood studios do put stipulation about how people behave in real life in their contracts, because technically, if you're a Marvel actor, you're representing them, even when you're out and about in your real life. Yeah, it sounds mad, but it kind of makes sense. So like always, guys, let me know. Is Marvel screwed now they had to recast Kang? Like I said, Kang's a character. They can recast him easily. Whether it's right or wrong is not for me to say. It's just the information going around, and I thought I'd cover it because we haven't really spoke about much Marvel stuff recently on the channel. So like always, guys, any video recommendations, put them down below if you want me to cover anything. I will be covering much more content on the channel. We're going to start covering Star Wars stuff, and I already know it's going to get hate because I put up a community poll, and people are like, no, don't, just cover Star Wars. I'll subscribe to your channel. But no, we're going to start covering a lot more content in a lot more different subjects and a lot more better topics, in my opinion. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at WarshG. Check us out on Twitter, WarshG. And we'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.